back already? You. Just being all the way up. Oh, is that two?
Yeah.
Oh, are you sure? It's very passion it's got. No, next second. Do the video. Oh, it's good actually.
Haven't had minty in ages.
Hi guys! So this is a little bit of a different setup for us. We're in normal clothes, out of renovation gear, and we're very excited about this next video because we're going to be talking and telling you all about the next phase. But first off, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of you who have joined the journey, subscribed and viewed, because I think it's kind of doubled.
Yeah, I didn't expect 40,000 people to be watching me.
No,
shorts.
yeah, it's quite an intimidating number, isn't it? A lot more than we thought would ever follow along. So I wanted to say a huge thank you because it means a lot to us. It's definitely motivated us through the
Keep
whole
going,
journey,
get
hasn't
more
it?
done.
Yeah, but first off, I thought that we'd talk about what we've been up to this month, the month of August.
No DIY. Almost no DIY.
No, literally. Well, we've been doing like little iggly biggly
Little
bits,
bits.
haven't we?
We've been resting a lot more.
Yeah, we took a lot of time off too. We've had, basically we had a short amount of time to have our friends round and family and just enjoy a little bit of the summer, which we needed. It was some time that we definitely felt like we just needed to take some time off. So that was nice. And we're raring to go with this upstairs. But if you haven't followed our journey, because I know so many of you are new, we'll take you back just quickly. If you've been here for a while, just skip along. We bought this house, oh gosh.
Just before Christmas.
Just before Christmas. I think we literally moved in on the 22nd
Second.
of December. We moved from London to the southwest, which is where we're both originally from a flat into a house. And we bought the house in an area that's just like our dream location, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
perfect.
And we had absolutely no money to do it up at the time. We didn't save a penny.
Spent everything in the house, nothing left for renovations.
Yeah.
And then had to do the entire floor on a shoestring budget. Doing most of it ourselves, all of it basically.
Yeah, we
a little
did.
bit of plastering.
Yeah, we did all of it ourselves, which we were total novices. We've never done any DIY. You're probably had a little
My family's done a bit, but I haven't done anything on this kind of scale.
No. So we had no idea what we were doing, but we had to do it, and I'm pretty sure it paid off. So we wanted to make it livable. That was the main aim with the downstairs. So we did the living room, the hallway, kitchen, a downstairs shower room, and a back room.
And a nook, laundry nook.
Oh yeah, and I also did the laundry nook. And we stopped there and we made it livable, but it was because I got a few questions about why you are only doing it temporary and why one day that kitchen won't be the kitchen that we keep. And that's simply down to money. So as we said, we didn't have a penny to spend on the house, so our kitchen was like £450.
Second-hand Gumtree. So the whole aim of that was just to spend as little as possible, because in a few years' time, hopefully we'll have enough money to do a bit of an extension up the back and knock through the living room, dining room walls and make it a little bit more open plan.
Which cost a lot of money, and we didn't know how long that would take, and you never know in life what is going to happen. We hope that it might be in a few years, but you never know. We could be living with that kitchen in 5 years' time. So when we were doing the downstairs, we were always trying to do it properly because, I don't know, say one of our jobs took us abroad, which I don't think it will, but if it did and we had to sell the house...
We needed to be able to live with it for a relatively long time.
Yeah. So we did the downstairs, and that's why we put the work in, but we didn't. And then now we're going to come up to the upstairs and go back down. So we'll start on the top floor. So we have 3 floors. If you haven't watched those videos, I will link them in a playlist or below so you can catch up. So this top floor, we're going to start up here, then do the middle floor, which we have. It actually goes down each floor as to how much work we want to do. So this
relatively quick up here.
Yeah.
A little bit more downstairs.
Yeah.
And then, as you said, extension down on the ground floor, so a lot more work.
So they kind of get more expensive and harder as they go down, with 2 floors below us, we're probably going to have an architect kind of draw up some plans.
Yeah, there's some bits we're not entirely sure how it's going to work, and it'd be good to get someone else in to give us some advice.
Yeah.
Think about things we haven't thought about before.
Whereas up here,
we're pretty sure we know what we want.
Yeah. So, this next phase. We're so excited about this, aren't we?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really nice to get up to an area where we can do things properly and slowly, instead of just getting it done so that we can have a kitchen or a living room.
Yeah, and it was really, really tough thinking that things might be temporary, or maybe it's not like your forever thing, whereas it's going to be really exciting here to think about how these rooms are going to change and grow with us over the years. And I don't know, how we're going to be doing them is just going to be a much more exciting way, because it will be the final thing, as we keep calling it.
Yeah.
So we have 2 rooms up here.
2 bedrooms, 1...
Scary room. It's that room with the freezer in that looks like terrible things happen in there, didn't it? We have a really unusually large hallway up here as well. And then we also have the attic space.
Yes.
Which you're excited about, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm excited once it's finished and we can use it. It's really good storage. We can put winter things up in summer and summer in winter. But there's a lot of fiberglass up there right now. It all needs clearing out, and I just know it's gonna be a messy, nasty job.
Yeah. So with the upstairs as well, we are doing things a little bit differently on the scale of how much we're gonna do and how much we're gonna get in for trade. We really enjoyed doing it ourselves. I think it was amazing to get to know the house and have an insight into how things work in a renovation, because I had no idea.
No, and I've done some before, but not doing multiple rooms at once.
Yeah, and now I feel like when we get tradespeople in, if and who we get in, we'll have a bit more of an understanding of what they have to do and the time scale and that kind of thing. So it's going to be a bit of a 50-50, and we're going to have to weigh up who we're going to get trade in for and what we're going to do ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we're still going to do a huge amount of it ourselves because we feel like we want to, don't we?
I think it's more the finishing bits.
Yeah.
So we could put up a stud wall, and it would look fine, but we can't plaster it and it look amazing. So for the plastering, definitely we're getting someone in to do that. And obviously all the safety bits, so getting the electric sorted out properly. Might be putting a boiler up here.
Yeah.
So that's quite a big job.
We're definitely sorting out the boiler by the end of the year, aren't we? That's probably, as priorities go, boiler is our main priority. If you've been following my Instagram, then you'll know that we did a little priority game thing, which Ollie set up. And actually it was quite fun to do. But we listed out all of the rooms and we ranked them in priority of how much it would cost, how much enjoyment we would get out of it,
how much unenjoyment we get out of not doing it, and how quickly we could get it done.
Yeah. And it was a little bit of a surprise what came out.
Most of it we knew, and then a couple bits came out. Attic came out at the top just because it was short. It wouldn't cost us a lot, and extra storage would be really valuable.
And obviously, if you don't know, we are living in the renovation now and as we do it, so we do need the storage, and the more stuff that we can store up in the attic, the better, because it's not going to be getting dusty. It's not going to be anywhere near it, so it keeps it stored away. And on that note, storage, your little man cave, your favourite place ever.
The shed. The shed has got half a roof, so it's kind of 2 little rooms, brick rooms down the bottom of the garden.
It's not really a shed though, is it? They kind of called it like outbuildings, but then we're not right in the country, so it's not outbuildings either.
No, I think it's a brick shed.
Yeah.
I think that's what you call it.
Yeah.
But one room has a roof, one room doesn't have a roof. So we're going to need to take all of that off, replace it, and then hopefully we can get everything that's in the dining room, which is currently our storeroom, dumping zone. We can get all of that out into the garden, so we can then do a bit of work on the dining room.
We want to reclaim the dining room back. We've, as we said, had a bit more of a social time in the house, and it's been really nice. But I had a friend round, hi Steph if you're watching, and we had to eat our meals because she was here for a little while because she travelled quite a way, and we had to eat our meals on the sofa, and it just, we're social people, aren't we? We love having like friends and family around, so
it'd be nicer to have one more reception room.
Especially for Christmas.
Yeah.
So that's kind of all of the things that we want to do this year. tight timescale there, and probably we're totally wrong and it will go into next year to a certain extent. But we're gonna take you round now, all of the upstairs, let you know our plans. Please do let us know below. I know so many of you had amazing ideas when I did the house tour. We love advice from anybody. We won't take any criticism.
Always good to consider a completely different option.
Yeah, and things that we might not have thought of or considered. And obviously, maybe you guys have like expanded and had families and stuff. We're not in that situation right now, so we have no idea what we might like it to be like in the future. You might be able to give us a bit of an insight on that kind of side of it. So let's do it, shall we?
Yep.
Oh, it's not that pretty, as you know, but it's also very messy, and the room next door is...
Have they seen that?
No. I mean, they saw the house tour, but nothing like what it is right now. Yeah, it's crazy in there, so let's go. I think that we will start in the hallway area up here because it's the first space that you come to, and this is my favourite part of the hallway throughout the whole of the house. It's quite a nice large area, and it starts, this is one thing that I'm not 100% sure on where we're going to cut it off, because I think originally when we talked about the upstairs, we said that we were going to put a big dust sheet over this area, but I don't know how far down the hallway goes. So as far as the upstairs, we have quite a big bit of stair space. It runs all the way down. It's terribly messy at the moment. And it's got this really beautiful green carpet. I reckon maybe they renovated the downstairs more than they ever did the upstairs. So that's definitely going to be changing. We are stripping out all of the wallpaper probably ourselves. Might have to get it replastered, but we don't know yet. And this window here is our maybe window. We want to change the windows upstairs. But it's kind of an okay window. It's
not that bad.
No, it's not terrible. So depending on what the prices come out like, we'd like to change it to a sash window. But if it's really expensive, then we'll keep it like that, at least for now. Because that's the only thing that will be perhaps changing in the future. You might not be able to notice we have loads of storage boxes. We have these ready for the attic to put all of our stuff in. We have so many of them. This space is actually, which we've not got a wide angle camera, so you might not be able to tell, but it's big for a hallway and we need to really utilize this space. First off, we are going to be putting a loft hatch. I reckon probably about this area. Our loft hatch is currently in another room up here, and it would just make it easier to access. And then I'm reckoning right along here it would be amazing to do built-in wardrobes, perhaps.
Airing cupboard type.
The boiler.
When we moved in, they did have a big wardrobe freestanding thing.
Yeah.
And it did kind of work in the space,
Yeah.
but wasn't to our taste, so we got that taken out. But we'll put something in kind of similar.
It would depend on the boiler and how big it is and the size that it fits in there, because I would like to hide off the boiler if we have it up here. And then shall I do the room of doom next? The worst room.
The scary room.
Yeah, it is kind of the scariest room that we have. The lighting might go a little bit funny in here, and it just, I don't know. If you could feel the creepy feeling from our house, you would certainly feel it in this room. I think that they just used it as storage. I have no idea what they used the freezer for.
It was never really that creepy. It was just when we moved in, you probably saw it in the original videos, there was a big chest freezer down the end, and the light was kind of, I don't know, it just kind of cast a very dramatic shadow.
Was it red in here, the light bulb?
Oh yeah, it was. It was red.
Light bulb. Yeah, so it made it just a little bit strange. But this hopefully will be, so you may be able to see that originally there would have been a window in here. They obviously had it taken out. We're going to be turning this into a bathroom. It would be much more of a shower room, it's what we're thinking. Put the window back in. This is the room that has the loft hatch in, which needs to go actually. The attic, surprisingly, is already like insulated, isn't it? Spray foam insulated. Yeah, it's about the only thing that they did do with the house, but we do, like I think you mentioned, we have to take out the
fiberglass insulation.
Yeah.
So that should have been removed, but that hasn't been yet.
Yeah, and there's also a load of rugs, maybe, or carpet out there. We haven't been to inspect that. Maybe we could do that later. We'll show you if we do. So anyway, yeah, I'm imagining a shower at the end here, nice big waterfall kind of shower head, sink in the middle, and then toilet at the end. The door currently opens out. Logistics, I don't know how that is going to work. We will be designing the bathroom ourselves. We're not going to be getting it through a company. The toilet that is already in here is going to be the toilet that we have. It's actually a beautiful toilet that we got from this amazing Victorian house in Islington, London. So we will be keeping that.
Along with sink.
Yeah, which looks kind of terrible right now, but these are really, really lovely quality items. I don't think we did pick up this as well, but I'm not sure that's going to fit in there.
Yep.
If it does, that would be really nice to pop in there too.
And the wall.
Oh, wow. Yeah. This is more your kind of thing, I'm afraid.
So this whole wall is wood, we think. So it seems to be wood planks, and we had a chat to the plasterer, and he basically said we need to take it out and put a new stud wall in. So we've got to uncover it and figure out what's going on, and then make some choices from there.
I guess at that same time that we need to have the bathroom designed, because just in case we want to put
fixings in the wall, piping up there. Yeah, we can
lighting,
put that in.
Don't know. So we will be thinking about things downstairs with the lighting. And I know one of you actually mentioned like our plug sockets and changing them. We didn't do any of that downstairs because we didn't change any of the electrics, but here it will all be done from scratch.
And any downloaders that we need downstairs in the future.
Yeah, and we want to do some kind of like, I say swanky things up here, but it's probably not that swanky. With the stairs, I'd like to put little lights every other step down the stairs. Just a few more things that seem a little bit more luxury, I think. You're giving me a weird face.
No, it's fine. Go on.
And then this room is probably the worst room. I'm going to have to watch where I step, so hopefully you can hear me at the same time, because this is where we pinched the boards from. If you remember in the hallway, we didn't have... It was one of those annoying things where you buy a house. We ripped up the carpet in the corner and saw floorboards, and we were like, great, there's floorboards, hide the sander.
We even went to the other corner and there was floorboards.
Yeah.
But in the middle...
None. So we had these boards in the middle, which we've brought up here temporarily as we swapped them over. But actually, this is probably one of my favourite rooms up here. It's got a view which... it's just my favourite. You can see this tree and it looks out over the green and the tennis court, and it's just really pretty. Just feels like a nice room. Though I know it's mad. It's got a lot going on. It's got busy wallpaper. Obviously, it's still got all of the stuff over the walls. And it, I think, looks a little bit more intimidating than it is because of the floor. But as far as work in here, I suppose one of the main things, and one of the things we have got a quote for and found a trades guy for, is this area, which was, I think this is the scariest thing that's happened with the house, which I mean isn't that major. So this is the top of our bay window, and the roof, well, we hope that it's leaking in a way, because if it's not the roof, then we've got issues in finding where a leak is coming from. But we have a leak in the downstairs room. We fixed it temporarily by, I don't know, Ollie and his gramps put some roof stuff on, and then we've covered it over as well. So it's not actually leaking through the property at the moment, but if we took that away, then it would. So we're gonna have it redone, and we're not having it done in fiberglass anymore, are we? It's a rubber. Yeah,
it's a flexible rubber membrane. The reason was, he said it was flex, so it wouldn't crack. That's what happened with the last one.
Movement with the house, because obviously these are old properties and they moved, that was it,
The fiberglass cracked and then it leaked. So we're going to go for a rubber one.
Yeah.
And then put the window back together.
And we're hoping that that is going to be done end of August, the roof, so that it's done for the bad weather. We do have it booked in, but just, you know, with trade, it's hard to get them to keep to a time scale. So the windows are actually something that I wanted to ask your advice on really specifically, because we have no idea what to do with them, do we? We're, I don't know, going back and forth with whether to keep the original windows or whether to replace. So we've had a few people come and see this one, and they've said it's really bad, and then we've had a few people come and say, oh, you'd be surprised with what you can repair with windows.
Yeah, so I think we could get PVC sash,
Yeah.
The cost of that isn't too bad. We could also get our original windows renovated, which would end up costing as much as the new PVC without being fitted.
And it wouldn't be double glazed, it would just be, maybe
just
we could
as
have
they
new
were.
glass in, but single pane.
Or we can get brand new timber double glazed, and that is 3 times the price.
It's crippling. Like, obviously, if money was no issue, you'd probably go for that option, but I think with most people who are renovating, they have exactly the same kind of turmoil as we do, with wanting to keep it kind of looking original and feeling original, but the prices are just like absolutely insane. So yeah, let us know below what you think. If you have PVC in your house, if you have original, what it's like heat wise in the winter. Obviously we had a winter here, but it was very different. We didn't have a proper boiler in. We just had our Ray-Ban, so it will be nice to know your thoughts. Anyway, enough window chat. As you can see, this one is looking pretty bad, but that will be fixed, replaced, something when we make the decision. All of the walls will be plastered. Obviously electrics we're going to be putting into the middle of the room, probably some on the walls. And then we're going to... Flooring, yeah, probably one of the main things that we need to sort on here, and that's another thing that we're not sure about at the moment, is it? Which I will get your guys' advice on. So many things that I'm going to be asking. We love wood flooring, probably more so than carpet. We just like the look of it. At the moment, we thought that we were going to do carpet and the original floorboards right now. Oh wow, what was that?
Bit of plaster
something falling off the wall. The floorboards are very, very, very noisy. So this is right above our bedroom, and obviously we don't want it to be noisy up here. So we're wondering whether to lay new flooring, wood flooring, and then just have big rugs in these rooms. I think that's kind of our option, isn't it?
That's our favourite option.
Yeah.
The other option is just to go for carpet, which would be quieter. But I think it would end up costing almost the same amount.
Yeah, no, like cost-wise, I don't think it makes a difference. I guess it's just more look-wise, and whether it will still be noisy anyway because it's wood flooring. We will be getting new skirting boards and woodwork in here because the skirting boards are nothing special up here. Opening up the fireplace. I don't think that we'll put a fireplace in here. Sad that it's missing it, but we're going to open it up, and maybe one day if we decide we want a fireplace in there, we will put it in and we'll have it kind of ready for that. Long term, I'd love to get some built-in storage either side, which I think we might do in one of these rooms, because something that we haven't explained is that we are going to move up here when this is finished. So these rooms, that's why I kind of briefly said, they're going to go through a lot of change. We're going to have one as a bedroom and one as like a kind of more study living room area, I guess. And then obviously we'll move from the middle floor up here, and then we'll be able to do the middle floor. So we will need some kind of storage in here, but I don't know. Will we do built-ins? I'd like to.
I think we can do some, because whatever these rooms get used for in the future, they'll always need a bit of storage. So
yeah. So, and then it'll become like a guest room, and then maybe a kids room. Okay, so back through the hallway. All of the doors are currently off because we got them dipped when we got all of the other doors dipped. So we will be having the original doors, and we'll probably be working on those ourselves. And then this room, which again is a really nice room. They're both really good sizes. We get a lot of sunlight coming through here in the morning, which is lovely, but then we see the sunset through the front. And though the sun stays in the garden till really late, doesn't it? So you must get some kind of sun through here, not directly in the window.
We get sunlight in the garden. You won't get any sunlight in here in the evening though. Only in the morning.
Yeah, obviously it won't stream through, but you still see sunlight at the end of the garden. Anyway, okay, so this room is pretty much the same as next door, exactly the same. They kind of like mimic each other, apart from you can see the nasty window here. It's really not that bad, but we will be changing that one for a sash. Still don't know what yet, but some kind of sash window. Again, obviously we're not keeping the wallpaper or anything, and the fireplace is actually in here, so I think we'll keep that one, repaint it, kind of restore it. same again with the sides, built-ins, and flooring will be literally exactly the same.
At least in here we do have floorboards.
Yeah. So if like budget-wise, probably the most budget-friendly thing will be for us to keep the floorboards throughout, but I don't think we will. I don't think we'll end up doing it because of noise.
Yeah, well, we could have floorboards, but we just have to have rugs on top.
Yeah, so that pretty much is the whole space up here and what we're going to be working on. So I think, obviously, August renovations have been not renovations. It's just been kind of a month of us getting ourselves in here. Obviously, Ollie moved back, changed jobs. It was manic. We still didn't necessarily relax, did we? But it was a bit more.
We just pulled back on the house a little bit.
Yeah.
Got organised, got settled.
Yeah. So September will be cracking on again, won't it?
Yeah.
Getting back into it and getting up here. And yeah, I think first things first will be stripping wallpaper. Excited to get back to that. Next month we will be back to monthly renovations. However, if you would like them every 2 weeks, then let us know. Obviously less will happen, but if you would be interested in that, let me know, because I know a few of you are like, can you do more? So maybe we'll try that, or I could do a more of a vlog style video of just little bits that we're getting on with and how we're living in the house, and then a big monthly renovation one as well, so you have both options. But yeah, let us know below, and also let us know any opinions, any tips, any advice that you have on the upstairs. I know some of you did even say, can I like draw you a plan and stuff? Yes, please do. We'd love anything like that. And I think that's about it. Anything else that I've missed from up here?
No, I think that's everything.
Yeah.
I'm just looking forward to getting back and doing some.
Yeah.
It's been a good break, but really looking forward to getting back stuck into it.
Yeah, we are. And just, I don't know, I guess it's another big part of the house that we're going to have kind of ticked off and livable. So a big thank you again for watching and supporting, and we will see you all. I feel like you need to see Ollie's face again. We will see you all in the next one, looking a lot less scruffy and a lot less put together for more renovation work. Bye.
Bye.
This is safe. What? This is safe. Yeah, safe.
Can you fit? It's tight, isn't it?
It is tight. Really tight. So this is the attic space. There are already cobwebs there. And Ollie creeping through. Is that how I'm going to have to get through?
I don't know if I just pass them over to you.
Yeah. And then over here is the carpet. Actually, I haven't seen this, but Ollie has seen it, and he was like, oh, I think there could be some nice ones in there. I'm very skeptical about this. Oh, careful. I feel like that's one of, I don't know. I feel like it might have been carpet, even though it looks like a rug. Oh, they're interesting. Not what I'd have though, I'm afraid. Do you think it was a runner?
I think it was a runner.
Or do you think it's carpet that's been
Oh, well,
cut up?
we've got kind of new-ish carpet all through the hallway. So maybe this was the carpet.
I don't reckon. I reckon keep it all over there. I think it's all going to be the same.
Well, it's got to come out anyway, so.
Okay.
That's the same again, isn't it?
Another one the same.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is all the old carpet.
I think it's all the old carpet from the hallway.
Downstairs.
Yeah. Wow. So that would have been in the hallway. I kind of love it. It's busy, but it's carpet for sure.
Yeah, I think
It's not rugs. And it's the underlay.
I think it's all the same. This underlay. Looks like there might actually be some offcuts to the carpet we've got down there.
The grey carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it all looks the same.
It's great. That's going to fill our skip.
Yeah.
Pretty much just an old carpet.
Old carpets. Not so fun.